So tonight we read in last chapter in Numbers, Proverbs 23. Proverbs 23, I like verse 11. Live a more disciplined life and listen carefully to the words of knowledge. I like that because discipline is a very good quality to have, and it can take you far. Even if you're already up in age, you can go even further. And discipline is just a good foundation for a lot of other good qualities to have.
A lot of good qualities.
A lot of other good qualities that follow that up.
Right.
And it starts with discipline.
It starts with discipline, yielding ourselves, and that is a fruit of the Spirit. A lot of people start off with a list of love, joy, peace, but if we keep on going, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, forbearance, self-control, or temperance. And when we're able to know when to say no or yes, and when we can press pause or put things in layaway, not physically in layaway, but put certain desires in layaway and do the things that we need to do as far as priorities. Do those things first, and then we can enjoy. Yeah, that's part of discipline, of putting things in order and asking the Lord, like, what should I do? How should I order my list? How should I order my day? He'll show you. And when we do that, He will show us what to say, where to go, what to eat, just everything. He has it all planned out. So it's important that we are able to have that discipline. What verse was that? You said 11?
Yeah.
In Proverbs 23? Mm-hmm. That it says
12. Sorry.
12. Apply thine heart unto an instruction, and thy ears to the word of knowledge. Yeah. So when we apply our heart to that type of curricula, and the instruction is the word of God, then we are able to be guided by the will of the Lord, and then we'll be able to make good decisions. Something that we were talking about tonight, what spoke to me in Proverbs 23, as far as discipline, because it's easy, and I was encouraging you, don't get caught up in the credit cards. Do that after graduation, because once you get that, they got you. It's easy to get into debt, but it's very hard to get out. And something that is said in verse 4, labor not. Don't get so thirsty. Sometimes we had to do delayed gratification and save. I remember when my mom's, for the first car that she bought on her own, she plopped down cash because she was diligent. She would just stash away those paychecks. Even though my father was working, but she was able to save her own money, a portion. She would tithe. She would put forth the Lord's portion first, and then He incrementally blessed her in so many ways. Labor not to be rich. Cease from thy own wisdom. No, we don't, see and think about what we think is wise, but let's connect with our Father. He's the one who will guide us. In all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct thy paths. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not to our own wisdom and understanding. Because when we are so thirsty and want to do our own thing, and we have our mind set on this purchase and this investment, well, first of all, it's fleeting, it's temporary, and it says, will thou not set our eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle toward heaven. Look, there are no backpacks. There are no pieces of luggage. There are no U-Haul trucks. There are no trailers that follow us, whether we are going to be buried in a casket or whatever. None of that. We can't take it. Someone else is going to be left with it. And a lot of times they put that in the dumpster. So let's be good stewards with what the Lord has given us, and listen to Him as far as, should we share it? Should we keep it? Should we give it away? Whatever. The Lord would tell us what to do. And in the last chapter of Numbers, it's Numbers, which is the 36th chapter, it's talking about inheritances. And we know that Zelophehad's daughters, they were able to get the inheritance of their father because he didn't have any male children. And they later married their cousins. Now, thank the Lord that that's not the culture here, but they were concerned about keeping their land within the family. And listen, let's not put our eyes on that stuff that's temporary. The Lord will tell us what to do with what temporal stuff we have here and how we can bless others while we are breathing. That's what the Lord wants us to do, to be good stewards. And we don't have to, marry our, no. Let's give back to the Lord. Let's labor not to be rich. And the Lord will discipline. He will give us the discipline and the restraint so that we can do his will while we're here. Have a wonderful evening listening to the Lord and enjoying his wisdom and instruction. Good night.